Love speaks to me through genuine and unconditional connections. Love definitely speaks to me through my daughter. She's my pride, she's my joy, and my light. I realized that I was in a toxic relationship when I started to think less of myself, when I started to question who I was as a person. Am I good enough? What is it about me? It was definitely confirmed that it was a toxic relationship when the person put their hands on me physically. The first time was definitely confirmation of that. So the first time I experienced it, we were having a disagreement and argument as couples do. And he got so angry to the point that he put his hands on me. He grabbed me by my shoulders and shoved me against a wall. He repeatedly did it and my head hit the wall each time. And so for me, that was very scary. It was hard to register what had occurred. Immediately after he did that, he left. So I was left alone, just trying to wrap my head around what just happened. I did get the police involved on a couple of occasions where I really felt like I wasn't safe. I even went to the courthouse to get a restraining order against this person. Unfortunately, at that time, I wasn't in the mindset, or I wasn't ready to move on and let this person go. So each time I reverted with the restraining order. I didn't even show up to the court hearing because I still felt like there was potential that this person would change. I also was afraid of any retaliation. So I did get the police involved, but at those times, I just wasn't ready to move on. I did not tell my family, which was huge for me because my father instilled in me at a very young age, never let a man mistreat you, never let a man put his hands on you. And if he does, know that your father will be there to protect you and to handle the situation. So for me, when it happened, I was actually shocked that I didn't involve my family. But the main reason why I didn't, again, I still felt like there was potential that that person was going to change. I also was in fear of being judged, of them retaliating against him, but then I'm having remorse for that person. So I didn't tell my family, which was unfortunate at the time. And I would encourage anybody, going through that situation to definitely involve those who love and care for you, because they will protect you. So the turning point for me was when my life was threatened, when this particular person literally asked me if I was ready to die. That's when the light bulb went off. I really had to understand, Tiana, what is the alternatives if you continue to stay in this relationship? You could ultimately lose your life. And at that point, that's not worth it. There's people on this earth, there's my loved ones that care about me that would be impacted if I left this earth. And no love, no kind of love, no relationship is worth anybody putting your life in danger. So that was the turning point for me. And when my life was threatened, I definitely from that point made changes and moved forward. It is okay to cry. It is okay to let it out, especially a lot of people that are in, abusive relationships are often alone and don't have any other outlets. So it is okay to cry. Let those emotions out, pray about it. So that relationship definitely had an impact on how I deal and handle with men in my life. It took a while for me to be comfortable with dating. For so long, I felt like men were out to get me, or I felt like I had to really pay close attention to every little red flag because I knew I ignored the red flags in that toxic relationship. And sometimes it was unhealthy. Like there were some times where my relationships with men that were interested in me or that genuinely cared for me, I messed those situations up because I was just too paranoid. Like, why is everything going so well? What is it about you that may be wrong? When are you going to show your true colors? I was always afraid to go into another situation where someone would try to harm me or, put their hands on me. So it definitely impacted how I dealt with men moving forward. So what I would have told myself then, and what I would encourage others to do in similar situations, is to really lean on your loved ones. Really involve those who care about you, that can help you get out of that situation. Never feel alone. I will also encourage you to really dig deep, to put yourself first and foremost. You have to look at your situation from a perspective of what are the alternatives if I stay in this situation, and use that to really motivate you to get out, because as I mentioned before, no relationship is worth you losing your life. No relationship is worth you being injured and hurt. Love is not supposed to hurt in that way. So just really find the strength, pray about it, to find that strength to really get out, put yourself first. And for anyone that's in a situation where you have children, if you can't find the strength to do it for yourself, use your children as that motivation. They deserve to see their mom or dad happy. They deserve to see their mom and dad at peace. They deserve to see them safe, and they deserve for you to be here on this earth, because ultimately domestic situations can end up in death. So your children deserve for you to be here for them. So if you can't find it in you to do it for yourself, do it for your children, do it for your babies. So for a very long time, I feared being judged by others who haven't been in the situation and just don't understand. I was afraid of, what my family would think. But I feel like it's really important now for me to share my story, because it's bigger than me. I know there's so many women and even men that are going through these situations and really need a voice, really need someone that they can relate to encourage them and motivate them to get out of their situation. So it's bigger than me. I think it's important that more people share their story, more people talk about it, because it's happening.